Hey guys, Kelly here. You know that we here at Nerdlocker love movies. And every month we like to pick a different genre and highlight movies that we think you should see, whether they're great or whether they're so bad that you still have to see them because they're just crazy. We recommend them to you. Now this month, the genre that we chose was When Animals Attack. Right, you may be thinking, how is that a genre? I don't get it. Well, a lot of movies come out where either by radiation or growth hormones, pollution, disease, or just out of sheer insanity, animals will attack human beings, and that creates the genre. Okay, now my favorite time that this genre really, I think, stood out is the 70s. A lot of great movies came out in the 70s that had a lot of, it was mainly like eco-pollution, like that kind of take on the genre. And so you have movies like Squirm, which is about worms that come out of the ground from electrocution, from a power failure and all this crap. And they burrow into people's skin. You've got Kingdom of the Spiders, which is a bunch of tarantulas taking over this town in Arizona because of some pesticides, heavy use of pesticides. And then one of my favorites that is also available on Netflix, so I'm going to talk about it the most, is called Frogs. This movie is funny because it's called Frogs, so you're like, okay, frogs attack. But this movie has more than just amphibians. It's got reptiles, it's got birds, it's got insects. They all attack this rich family that live on this like plantation near a swamp. The cool thing about this movie, well, one of the many cool things, Sam Elliott is in it, and he's super young, so it's hard to recognize him because he doesn't have his mustache, and his voice doesn't sound quite as iconic as it does today. But it's a treat to watch him in this kind of different role as kind of a hunk of a man with no mustache and stuff. It's fun to watch. But you've got crazy 70s characters, crazy 70s outfits, and you know, they're this annoying rich family, so you like to see them get killed. But the best part for me is, and this is true for a lot of my favorite When Animals Attack movies, is they take footage of really innocuous animals that would never hurt you, or probably couldn't even if they wanted to, and they just take footage. And some of the footage was found from like science movies and documentaries and stuff, and they just splice it in. So you have like close-up pictures of frogs just croaking, minding their own biz, and then you have people screaming and writhing in terror, and then you cut away and there's a body laying on the ground and a bunch of frogs like running all over it. So you're not really sure how these people died, but it's hilarious to watch. And it's available on Netflix right now, so you should definitely check it out. And if you want to know more about that movie or other movies that we recommend in this genre, be sure to check out the article on nerdlocker.com.
Hey guys, Brandon here with my pick for the When Animals Attack movie, and I had to go with Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I remember when the trailers came out for this movie, the first one, I remember thinking this was so goofy looking, like how are they going to pull this off? And going to see it, it was the most surprising movie I saw that year. It's done very well, and it's cool because you really get the sort of relationship that the animals have with each other and what chooses them to go into this and rise up and fight the humans. And I know it doesn't, I mean, they're super intelligent animals, so it doesn't exactly go with the full animal attack thing, but this movie is really, really good if you haven't seen it. I absolutely love it. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
So I had to choose a subject for When Animals Attack, and that means that I had to choose Cujo. This movie is burned into my mind. It gave me nightmares when I was a kid. It scared the crap out of me, so to speak. And it's just like the book. I later on in life read the book, and it's just so great that the movie was told just in the same form, with the same characters, the same interactions with Cujo, and the same way that Cujo got rabies, and the same nightmares I had as an adult. So it's pretty crazy, this movie, and it's the ultimate When Animals Attack movie. In my opinion, I don't think there's anything else that's out there that's better. Plus, it stars Dee Wallace. She's in E.T., she's in Critters, she's in everything, even Rock-a-Doodle. So, I mean, if that's not reason enough, Cujo, I'm going to say 5 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.
Hey guys, Haley here, and my pick for this month's genre of Animals Attack is Eight-Legged Freaks. It is hilarious. Obviously giant spiders, but comedy, so not scary. I mean, I personally think that even if you're afraid of spiders, you should still be able to see this movie because it's just funny. It's David Arquette, and he is great. I'm gonna give it 3.5 Nerd Skulls. Go watch it. It's awesome.
All right, guys, Cubby here, and my pick is The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. It's just a classic movie. It's Hitchcock. It's a little campy, a little cheesy. The birds, I mean, nowadays those birds look really crappy, but if you think about it, back then, that terrified people. And if you kind of put yourself into it, look at it with an open mind, that movie is terrifying. That chick trapped in that telephone thing, I mean, we don't have those anymore, so I don't even know what it's called, but her trapped in there was one of the most terrifying scenes when I saw when I was a little kid. I still love that movie just because it's still a little creepy to me. Birds, I got attacked by a bird the other day, no joke, and I totally thought of this movie. So I'm giving this 4 out of 5 Nerd Skulls.